Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. It's me, A. Proustian, and I am here in the evidence room of the police department trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Let's examine the place. Wow, this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door? There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Indeed. There's something sticking out of here. It looks like a shirt? I guess it must be evidence for some case. Wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. Poor Gumshoe. I bet he doesn't tuck his shirt in under that trench coat either. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Oh, can I look at each of these? This place is stuffed with evidence. It's stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. I was gonna say, what? It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey, pal, our security is high-tech around here. Yeah, okay. What else do we have? Oh, this one, the light. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Okay, so my theory may not be true. Wait, there's a bloody handprint on that one. Jesus. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright? What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Can we not get, an answer from Gumshoe about the bloody handprint that's right in front of our face, though? Someone left a glove here, but only one. It says SL911. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Oh, interesting. Tagged evidence from the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. Like the kind, Lana was wearing? Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. It's apparently from the case. The case, yeah, SL9. Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Is there going to be a puzzle mini-game? Ha, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. I feel like glue is... Oh god, this is... intense. This looks like the top. Okay. Combine? No, won't combine. Combine. Maybe I need to rotate the thing the right way. Rotate left. Can I combine this? Yes. Okay. Alright. I'm seeing the edge they want me to look for now. I get it. No. Maybe? I don't think so. This is fun. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. That one looks like it works. Nope, nope, nope. The way it was. Yup. This is just like a... I mean, it looks like a vase, right? Like... Oh, not that piece. This piece? Nice. Okay. Definitely some kind of handle here. No. I think it's gonna be one of these. Yeah, like this. This looks good. What is with the... Yeah. Okay. No. Okay, this one? No. There are lots of these with like the chip out of it, but that one looks right. Okay. I don't think it's this. I think it's gonna be this one. Okay, and then lastly, the bloodstains. There we go. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Did you, Gumshoe? Did you? Were some pieces stolen? They were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar. A piece is missing. Okay, now, how do I use the luminol, though? Spray. Here we go. Okay, so there's blood there. Well, we saw the spatter on the thing, so that makes sense. There's gonna be blood here. I assume that other bit is just what we were meant to find. Oh, I'm spraying like the air. Everything gets sprayed. Just in case. Actually, I should spray around there. And I should come check over here, just in case. Like this? No, okay. That was just explaining what happens when they leave the evidence out. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any more spots, but this is pretty fun, so... Okay. Oh, I have to do this again. I guess I just have to really spray the one bit of it. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you should have asked. Can I examine this now, too? Okay. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours. Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. Now that's intriguing, Gumshoe. What? But you're a detective. I wonder if that's because of the falsifying evidence thing. Okay, so what if I come back here and present to you some of this? Oh, wait, I need to ask you about this. The ID numbers. This is the ID card record of the people who came here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So, it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Let me check what that number is. Okay, so his is the 8730579. Now, this is conceivable. 4:40 p.m. is 32 minutes before his car arrives in the garage. So he could have been here real quick and left, apparently. Updated. Excellent. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? It's a good question. I guess if I look at it now... Whoops, no, I didn't mean to do that. But is there anything else I can present to him? What can you tell us about SL9? Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? Guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Yeah. Because it might be... Like, I'm curious what evidence he falsified for that and how it had... Because there are rumors he falsified, but nobody knows for sure. But the detectives obviously are not happy with how it... But they were demoted because of falsified evidence. So was it Edgeworth who falsified it, and like Starr and Marshall lost their jobs, and that's why Starr is so mad at prosecutors in general, and also Edgeworth, because of his actions, maybe? What if I present you the parking stub? I wonder if the timing matters here. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Who would drive Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Oh no, this is we've had this, a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, maybe. What about Goodman's lost item report? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay. What do you think about the jar? He doesn't know anything about it. Alright, what about the glove? Nope, nothing. Of course it's fine. Can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over the prosecutor's office. Yeah, that is wild. Okay, I think that's probably about all I'm gonna get out of this, I assume. Oh no, I can ask you... I can ask you more about the SL9 incident. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing? A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It's the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? This must be the knife he pointed at Meekins. That's it? That's it? Okay. Anything else from you? Can I present you with any of this new stuff? What about the lost item report? The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is neither Wild nor West here? I mean, if it's supposed to be California, it would be West, but, you know, whatever. Aha! But that and this are two different things entirely. I guess so? Huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Yeah. What about this list? Okay. Let me check this. Okay, yeah. That's where the blood was. What do you think of the unstable jar? Actually, I should check this first. It certainly has blood splatter. Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. That would make sense. It's missing a handle. It's a weird jar. What do you think about it? Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere with him. Okay, what about just here? No, I've talked to these guys. Okay. Detention center? Because I'm evidently still missing something. What about you, Meekins? What do you think about this? No idea what it is. Oh, Edgeworth. That's who I should go talk to. I should go see if Edgeworth is back in his office. That's what I should do. He's not. Damn. I guess I can re-examine some stuff, though. Okay, real quick, I'll check all the other stuff just to see if there's new dialogue. Okay, so there was one thing. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the speed at the time of impact would be... So, last time we found the time was 3.23 seconds, as I recall. And so the velocity... Now, she says jump out of the window. What she means is fall, because jumping implies you have an initial velocity, but we have to assume here that your initial velocity is 0. So it's just minus g times t. G is 9.8 meters per second, so that'd be about 30 meters per second. And roughly to double that gives you miles per hour. And I know she says it in miles per hour because I was quickly going through the dialogue. Yeah, I think the easiest way to estimate it would be like it's going to be something around 60 miles per hour. And what she actually says is 70.71 miles per hour. Now, she cannot justify this number of sig figs just by the way. It would clearly be better just to say 70 because there's air drag that she's not taking into account and, you know, jumping versus falling, etc. You know, she's young still. We'll give it to her. That's handy to know. Otherwise, I haven't seen anything else new here, but I have a couple other things to look at real quick. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking around then. Not sure where to go. Okay. I'm gonna double check my thing. What am I missing to talk to? Shoot. My handy hint website just says to speak with Edgeworth. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to. That's what I've been trying to do. Should he be here? Okay, I'm gonna keep looking around. This is when the game is frustrating. I really enjoy this game so much, but when I know what I need to do and it's just not happening, and I feel like there's some hidden something somewhere that I missed, that gets tough. Okay, I'm gonna go back and make sure that there's nothing I need to examine anywhere, I guess. Criminal Affairs Department I need to examine. This guy. The Police Department mascot, the Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Oh, well, the Dancing Blue Badger TM is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. Showed this doll here to my daughter, and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-ups outside, then. You'll give her nightmares. Talk to you about everything. Oh, I haven't examined the security cameras. Maybe. You sure have a lot of monitors in here. There's 8 cameras in the evidence room in all. 1 for each section. Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place? And why did cattle sit before the rains come? It's not for man to know. Unless you're the security guard responsible. Dang, I was hoping that would give us something. This room is beyond the door. I turned on the card reader. Have yourself a ball, partners. And I have the ID card. A real ID card. Let's get this investigation started already. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. What about the lasso? We definitely... Oh, I just roped me a steer with this here lasso. You did not. What? It was a bellowing moo, pal. Moo! Detective Gumshoe, I presume. Okay, that's amazing. The cactus again? Cactus prickly, it must be real. Just keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt. Billy? The cactus has a name? Billy, you're wearing your cowboy hat on your hand. Ah, my rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it. It's like he got stuck on the spines and he couldn't get it off. A leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather... Those aren't pants. Those are chaps. That's a poncho up there. Aha! A poncho! Sure looks cool, but the name is a little silly. Okay. Look at the swinging door, just like a Wild West saloon. Ah, sorry partner, but we're closed for the day. Huh? Y'all get along home now. I think Officer Marshall really wanted to be a Wild West bartender. I always wanted to say that. Okay. Well, I've looked at it. Does that help me? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just realized I showed him the ID list. Can I show Meekins that ID list? Okay. I mean, I did get a number. Let me present it to you first. I think I already did. Shoot, now I'm forgetting. Okay, so yeah, I think I did already show this to him. What if I present it to Meekins? Will he recognize a number on it? Take a look at this. Oh, shoot, he has no idea. I would love to take it to Edgeworth if I knew where Edgeworth fucking was. Okay, back at looking at my hints website to see if I missed anything. See if I missed something else to examine here. Okay, the broken pieces, the rubber glove, the bloody handprint, the open locker, the piece of cloth hanging out of the locker on the far left of the screen. I looked at all of those. Oh, wait. Use some luminol. There are 3 spots to find. I missed something spraying around all that? Okay, I'm not going to look and see yet where it says where it is. Let's see if I can do this. I do think this was suspicious, but maybe not. Okay. Those were 2 spots. Is there really nothing over here? What about on the glove? No. The paint? It's not going to be up here on the lights, is it? Let's try back over here. Oh my god! I found it! There we go. Good god. All that spraying around and I missed this. I even came over and sprayed the cloth but not the locker. Jesus. Okay. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. But where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. Just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. That's where Edgeworth was. Right. Oh, finally. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. Is that a restaurant? Bill? Something? It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. Okay. Finally. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Yes, we should. Let's go. No, I didn't mean to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you ever again if I can help it. Okay. Front parking lot. Here we go. What? Okay. That's not who I was expecting. Jesus Christ. Ah, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. There he is. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor office's inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me, somehow. The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth. Yeah, but all it says is no problem, so is that any better? Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Okay. Alright, friend, let's talk. Inquiry committee. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard that say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. I want to know more about that, Edgeworth. Okay, tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for the case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I don't trust this Gant guy. I don't know. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I mean, isn't that normal, though? Is that the normal thing? You have investigators to investigate and lawyers to lawyer? Like, all this running around that Phoenix does doesn't actually feel appropriate, but we do it anyways for the sake of the game. Anyways, I see. Why? I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still... Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Not even when he was being accused of murder? Okay, what if I present to you... this? Oh, right, I better check this now. As I was saying, Huh? What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go, by Chief Gant, no less. See, there's something about Chief Gant. What is he up to here? The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. That's why, so he was at the police department, they gave him an award, which he's mad about. Gant tells him, go to the evidence room, get this evidence to keep with you. He goes, grabs it, comes here, and then everything happened with his car. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. AI 16? A screwdriver. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Yeah, but... I have so much evidence. I've never had so much evidence before. Let's check it. The tag says AI 16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. Makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows, this might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? If it is, I don't know how. What about the jar here? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. What's my best evidence? This? Right, please. Okay. I mean, I guess, honestly, this is pretty good evidence, right? I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. Yes, SL9. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in? You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Right, he must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Are we gonna talk? Allegations of forgery, here we go! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. Yeah, that somehow doesn't surprise me. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Whoa, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than usual. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Huh, luminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have used for this. Is that a fingerprint kit? Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks? How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Okay, recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Ooh, I have a couple handprints. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Where could it be? Okay, so Edgeworth says he didn't touch the evidence. Now, the allegations are that he forged evidence. He says he didn't. He just was shady in some other way. I'm curious what that other way was. Because it's obviously had an impact on him where these rumors from that day have followed him. But I almost wonder... Like, listen, it wouldn't surprise me if Gant is the one who started these rumors, right? I'm not sure why, though. It just feels like maybe he did. Okay. Well, we've got somewhere to go. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Let's do it. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating, choose a finger. I mean, I think I'll choose this finger. Okay, now it's time to check for prints, because that's where the blood was strongest, so you'd think they would have touched the wall the strongest there. Anyways, let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? Oh, with the X button. See? Nice. Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With the triangle button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Guess I better give it a try. Okay. Dust. Dust. Oh, this is fun. I'm enjoying this immensely. Dust. Everywhere and blow. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Yeah, I had that thought. As soon as she said it doesn't look like a fingerprint. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Look at the locker door again closely. Oh, there's a smudge. There are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Yeah, like right here. Okay. Dust. This is more fun than it has any right to be. I am really enjoying the addition of these little mini games. Dust. And blow. There we go. Nice. Is that not enough? Do I need to get more? I thought I did pretty well there. I'd like to try one of the other fingerprints. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. Did that not get it? I thought that got it. That's gotta be it. Okay. I'll try to get better coverage, I guess. Or lay it on really thick here. Make it very, very clear. Somewhere around here. Okay. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? That was quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Probably Gumshoe? I don't think Weekends. Where's Gumshoe? Yeah, absolutely Gumshoe. Compare. Yeah, you can see the little swirls and the triangle under it. Yeah, those are a match. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. Gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yes, because it's tough for me to find. Okay, so I'll examine. And it was over here. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? And there go our eyes sparkling again. Let's check. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means? Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Did you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. So, on the handle? I would have guessed on the handle, but oh, it's not gonna give me. Oh, but it might be like here, right? Like where the hand would be. Like, yeah, I just found it. There we go. We'll dust here. And now I know I gotta really saturate. Okay, hopefully that's enough. There we go. That is a bit like his. I'm gonna check through. But I think it looks like Gant's. Or Jake Marshall's. It's even more like his because of the orientation. Why would he have... Yeah, match found. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is this someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. That is surprising. But why would Officer Marshall... Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. Huh? I guess this is what you call decisive evidence? I don't believe it. To be continued. Okay, well, I did it. I managed to muddle my way through the detecting work. So I will save my progress. And next time I will start the next day of the trial. Very excited about that. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.